Right. So today we will discuss about the reflection of light by different surfaces. So nowadays we have to see the different type of images will be there. So big images, small images, and as well as the reflection of a light is also different. The brightness of a light is different, and as well as the objects are shown is a bigger and smaller, and as well as more shiny. So nowadays totally will depend on the reflection of light in a different type of surfaces. So in a lower classes we already discussed if any ray of light will be ready to fall on a plane surfaces. So definitely the incident of light is equals to reflection of light, then incident light, and as well as reflected light also we already discussed. Now, so we have the different type of surfaces will be there. So mainly we discussed about the curved surfaces. Curved surfaces, mainly two types of curved surfaces are there. So one is a concave and another one is a convex. So concave and convex surfaces will be there. Just I can identify. So which is a concave, which is a convex. So here once you observe that it is a curved surfaces. Both are same curved surfaces. Now I identify which is a concave and which is a convex. Now when I am going to draw this kind of lines, so then it should be, now this part is not using only single part, this side of part is using is nothing but it is a convex surface. Convex is nothing but the middle part is bulged outside. If you take any spoon, the back side of the spoon is said to be a convex surfaces. So both are only single surfaces will be ready to work in that is called as a mirrors. So two surfaces will work, it is a lens. Now the single surface is working, the back side of the surface is not working, it is just totally covered with a other materials or whatever it is. Just it is not covered, then it is said to be a convex surface. Now I am going to say that concave surfaces, a concave mirror. So once you see here, the concave mirror means that this side of this part is ready to just identified as a some kind of the different type of materials we used are only single part only. So this kind of the part will be ready to use. Then it is said to be a concave surfaces. So convex and concave surfaces. So convex surface is nothing but the middle part is bulged outside, it's said to be a convex. That middle part is curved inwards, is called as the best example for that spoon. Spoon is the best example of concave and convex surfaces. The back side of the spoon is said to be a convex, and inside of the spoon what we are trying to eat that is said to be a concave surfaces. Now further reflection of light and everything. So which is a concave, which is a convex, and one more word is also there, that is a it is a convergent or divergent. So what is meant by convergent and divergent? Now we will discuss about the convergent divergent. So here for that we can do some activity. So what kind of activity I can show that? Okay. So in this activity, first of all you can take that any foam or any rubber sheet like this. So for example I am going to take one rubber sheet or foam is a straight line. So it looks like a straight line, it's a plane surfaces. In our daily life we can see that it is a plane surfaces. If I am going to take as a plane surfaces of a one sheet or any rubber foam I am going to take, then I arrange that perpendicular to this sheet I arranged 3 pins. So perpendicular of this sheet I arranged 3 pins. So now, these 3 pins are perpendicular to this plane surfaces. Now it should be, now next second condition, same surfaces I can just curve inwards. For example, this is a, one kind of this sheet is a straight line, it looks like a straight line. Then now I am going to bend like this. Then automatically what will happen? It look like this, and here so 3 pins are ready to come together. It's just coming nearby. So then what we are ready to conclude that if you just curve inwards, then all the pins are coming together. It's nothing but it is a convergent. Convergent is nothing but collection. So collecting of different type of directions of a light It is right to just come together and make it as in a single point. It is a single light. Now we call it as a convergent. Then in a third step, I can do that. So once you see here, then I curved inward. For example, this is a surface now. Just I curved like this. Then automatically what will happen? Three types of pins are right to appear in a three dimensions or three different type of directions. It will be ready to show. It is called as a divergent. It is not a convergent. Divergent means it will be right to disperse in a different type of directions. This is a convergent and divergent. Now we finalize that the mirrors are there. Two types of mirrors are there. One is a concave and one is a convex mirror is there. Now the concave mirror is this look like a concave. This back side of the part is not working. So this part is said to be a concave mirror is a convergent mirror and convex mirror is a divergent mirror. So then we conclude from that activity. Then after completion of that, which is a normal, we can find out first of all. So normal is nothing but every time perpendicular to the surface area is said to be a normal. It is an imaginary line. For example, in this activity only you can say that the plane surfaces, this is the three pins are direction of a normal. Then and after that, then see here is a concave surface and convex surfaces are there. In these three pins also try to identify it is a normal. Where all normals will meet, that point is said to be a center of curvature. Where all the normals will lie in a single point, it's said to be a center of curvature. I can identify that. So center of curvature with a different type of examples also nowadays. So we see that the circle is a sphere. For example, once you observe that it is a sphere, here it is look like a circle or sphere, whatever may be. So once you observe that this is the middle part, middle place is the center point of the circle. So in according to the mathematics, what we say that this is center point of the circle is said to be a center of the circular center. Right. Now if I am going to just remove this, means I will make it as a two different type of curves. Now it is a surface area is a curved surface. It is not a circle. It is not a sphere. Whatever it may be, right? But center point is as it is. That's what I am going to say that the center point of the curvature is said to be the center of curvature. All normals will meet on a point that it should be the center of curvature. Now it is the center of curvature. After completion of this center of curvature, so we can discuss the different type of ray diagrams and as well as how the convergent divergent mirrors will ready to form images, either small images, point images and different type of images. What kind of images will form, we can discuss. Now first of all, before going to discuss that image formation, so very important. So this is a, for example, I can show that. So which is a center point, which is a focal point and everything, that some terms are there. I can discuss. It is a concave surface. Now it is a concave surface will be there. On concave surface, now I can discuss that this is a concave surface. In this, for example, this is a axis. For example, it is a x-axis. What we feel that it is a x-axis. X-axis is nothing but. So now here what we call that, all the points should be taken as on a imaginary line, on single imaginary line. So that it should be taken as a principal axis. So principal axis is nothing but it is like a x-axis, horizontal line. This is also imaginary line. Now where the principal axis will meet on a curvature. So where the principal axis will meet on a curvature, that point it should be called as a pole. Okay. So now where all the normals will lie on a single point. For example, these are all normals. I can identify all normals. For example, from the surface area, I identify different type of normals will be there. Where all normals will ready to form, that it should be, it is called as the center of curvature, center of the curvature. Then after completion of this one, for example, if you consider any ray of light, If any ray of light is just coming from infinity, we don't know where it is coming from. If I am going to consider, for example, I can show that. So where is the reflection light and as well as the image will be ready to form in a one place. Then I can show that. See, this is a curvature. Now it is a principal axis, and here, for example, I am going to imagine it is a center of curvature. Now here it is a concave surface, because the concave surface is right to make a image properly. So convex is not to make a image because of the reason. So there is a divergent and concave is a convergent. Then now I can show that, for example, if any ray of light is coming from infinity, we don't know where it is coming from, then it is parallel to the principal axis. So it is a parallel to the principal axis. Now it is a single ray. Then after reflection, the ray is right to pass through the principal axis. So where the ray will meet on a principal axis, that point should be called as a focal point or focus. So if any ray is coming from infinity, after reflection from a concave mirror, the ray will meet on a principal axis. The meeting point is said to be a focal point or focus. Okay, right. So it is a, now we already discussed that is a pole. Then the distance between the pole to focal point, the distance between a pole to focal point is said to be the focal length. That is a small f. Then, so okay, right, this is the focal length is nothing but the distance between the pole to focal point. After that, one more word is also there. The pole to center of curvature is also there. The distance between the pole to center of curvature, for example, up to here, then it is called as the radius of curvature. So we said it is a radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is nothing but pole to center of curvature, radius of curvature is there. One more word is also there here. So radius of curvature is a double of focal length. So it is a formula. R is equals to 2 into F. Now, so we can see that R is equals to 2 into F is a one kind of the formula, and as well as so center point, everything we got it. So now after completion of this one, now we can go for the different type of images will be there. In our daily life, we can see the different type of images. So some images are very sharp, some images are blur type of images, and inverted images. Different type of images will appear in our daily life. So the characteristics of a images will identify. The first one is a real images. Real images and virtual images will be there. So what do you mean by real images and virtual images? So real image is nothing but which can be captured on a screen is said to be the real image. Which cannot be captured on a screen is called as a virtual image. So what is the difference between real and virtual images? For example, any projector is ready to project a film on a screen. Then that projected images is called as a real. But if you keep a hand or anything object so in front of the projector, then shadow will appear on a screen, but your image is not appeared on a screen. That is said to be virtual images. Which can be captured is called as a real. Which cannot be is ready to capture. For example, mirror images are there. So mirror images is nothing but if I am going to see my face today, then it looks different. So tomorrow is somewhat different. So day by day, my face and my dress appearance, everything will be different. But we cannot identify yesterday what we wore and tomorrow. So different type of things are there. That's why we can say that which can be captured, right? Now we'll go for the one kind of the rules to draw a ray diagrams. So what is mean by rules? Every diagram has to form some kind of rules are there. So if we follow some kind of the rules, then only it is possible to get a proper image or proper. So following of all rules, then only it is a proper shape and everything will be ready to project. For example, concave surfaces will be having some one kind of the rules will be there. First rule is rule 1. So what is the rule 1 means? If any ray is coming from infinity, So we don't know where it is coming from. But so if any ray is coming from infinity, after reflection the ray should be ready to pass to the focal point. It is a compulsory, it is a rule. So now I can show that diagram once you see here. For example, it is a curved surfaces. Now, so these kind of curved surfaces will be ready to present. Now it is a concave surface. If what I said that is a, now this is the pole and this is the center of curvature. Then if any ray is coming from, I already said that if any ray is coming from infinity and parallel to the principal axis, and now after reflection the ray should ready to pass through the focal point. It is a mandatory thing. So now the ray should be ready to pass through the focal point. Then this is the first one. The reverse is the second one. Simple. It is a vice versa, right?